and welcome to my Xbox and Me episode 487. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer. I love how the voice is so annoyed at me right now because we've done a take 2 on the intro, and I'm just proving that I fake it sometimes. Sometimes I do. Fake it.
That was going to be my comment.
See, sometimes I do fake it. Don't tell Haley. Don't tell Haley. All right. Alongside the one on the 2 Fresh Crash.
Hello, I'm back.
Where you been? What's going on?
Stuff, life, places.
Oh, is that it? Is that all we get?
Stuff, life,
Crash,
places.
you're an enigma. You know that, right? Like the amount of conversations I've had with people about you as of lately, it's crazy. Because there's people that say to me, "Oh, so how's Crash?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I've not spoke to him." "Oh, what's he been up to?" "Oh no, he doesn't tell me."
Do you want to know more about me, Fix?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No, I love our relationship. I think our relationship.
Perfect.
Yeah, what? The one that only Mr. Paul Deesman, hello.
I want to know more about your Crash.
Yeah, but the offer wasn't to you.
That's fair.
That's just a rough.
That's fair.
If Fix wanted to know more about me, I'd tell Fix.
I don't think we should ruin what's here.
I agree.
We've been friends for nearly a decade.
Yeah.
Why change now? I love you. You love me. Say it. Say it, Chris.
I love me.
0% chance you get me saying that.
Chris, say it. Say you love me.
I say those words to 2 people.
So does that mean you don't love me?
Say you love your bros.
Well,
it's okay if you don't love me. It's all right. I have Haley's love. That's all I need in this world. If you care about me a lot, but just as a friend, it's okay. You just have to tell me.
Fix, look, as long as you're taken, I can't say those words to you.
I respect that. Thank you very much. And of course, the return of the dead. It's the one, the only. It's Matt P Video.
Hello, everybody. Did the people watching the video think I wasn't actually here? Maybe.
What did they think we did? Put a picture up of your background of you not there.
I'll be honest. It was lovely listening to you guys chat away. I enjoyed the conversation about whether or not we should say I love you as friends. My knees can't handle that anymore. Okay, that was unacceptable. You knew I was hiding.
Wait.
It's kind of why I went a bit longer, to be honest.
Let's also clear this up. Matt, without saying anything to anybody, randomly crashed below his game.
Yeah. This wasn't a plan.
There was no agreement, like, do the intro and then call me and I'm going to pop out. Nothing. Matt just acted on his own initiative, which we love, but, you know.
Impromptu, man. Impromptu. Jazz hands and all that stuff, you know?
Exactly.
I get. Matt, how are you? What's going on? You're talking about your life. How are things?
I'm good. I've been away on my honeymoon and now I'm back. And I'm back to work, and that happens quick. That hits you fast. Going back to work after a nice long holiday like that.
How long was you away for?
We were away for like 2 weeks, and then we had an extra like 3 or 4 days then in Italy. It was lovely.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Is the wife happy? She have a nice time?
I think she's actually struggling with the back to work more than I am. Yeah,
that makes sense.
She's a holiday person though, you know. She's like she needs the next holiday planned before the first holiday finishes. You know, that's the vibe.
I knew I had something to tell you lot. Screw it, I'll tell on the podcast. So, for those who don't know, again, there's no news this week. This is my Xbox to Me, a weekly Xbox podcast. Yada. It's going to be a bullshit episode. It's going to be a bullshit episode. Get used to it. All right, whatever. So, madness, yeah. So, Jojo Stan with us this weekend, right? She stayed with us, was here for Comic-Con EGX, spoke about it on last week's episode. We go out for a meal. We go to Honest Burger in Greenwich, which is where I was actually born, was Greenwich. And you'll never guess what Haley did. Go on, we'll take guesses now. Go. What, in this scenario of this story, what could have... No, think about like a scenario that could have happened while we were out. What happened? Go, Crash, go.
Her and Jojo planned a vacation sometime.
No, Matt, go.
She win like some sort of competition at the Honest Burger.
No, go. It has nothing to do with the Honest Burger.
I was going to say she left her phone in Honest Burger, but she left her phone in a taxi.
I respect it. No, she hit a car. We crashed.
Oh, shit. Everyone okay?
We did. Okay, now guess the car we hit. What's the one car you wouldn't want to hit if you hit a car?
Fucking Rolls Royce or a Lambo or something.
Okay. It wasn't those. Crash.
Range Rover.
It was a Tesla. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't good. So she didn't crash technically. She pulled in. She tried to pull in as another car's coming in. London roads are very small. You have to pull into certain gaps. Haley's a fantastic driver. There's no Haley slander here, by the way. Just we have no concept for the podcast, so that's what this is this week. All right. But as she's pulled in, she scraped this Tesla. So I'm on the floor. I had to get some tissue out, put some water on it. I'm rubbing this man's car. I had to defuse the situation. Here's a question. Outside of like the MC Fixer character, how do you think I reacted to this? What would you assume my reaction would be to this?
I mean, is the guy that you hit like immediately aggro?
Okay, let's say hypothetically, he was about to be.
Yeah.
How do you think I handled the situation?
I think you're quite a good diffuser. Sorry,
Yeah.
you go.
I was gonna say I assumed you just sat in the car and laughed as it all happened.
No.
Correct?
Fix got in. Fix puffed up his chest a little bit. Calm.
One of you
but
were
ready to do something if need be.
One of you were correct. So I already had my hood up.
Okay.
As I've gotten out of the car, I'm half pumped up, Crash, ready, but I diffused the situation perfectly. Jojo's in the back at this point. She's in the back of the car. So I'm like, God, okay, all right, let me just, he's come out, he's angry. And I totally understood why he was angry. If it was my Tesla, I'd be very angry as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's already been like overcharged for having a Scalextrics. So you've just broken Scalextrics. Yeah.
He came out very, very angrily, very upset. My 65,000 pound car. I went, my dude, I need you to calm down. I said, calm down. I said, she's already hit the car. There ain't nothing we can do about it now. I said, exchange details. I'm gonna go look at the damage. So I go and look at the damage. There's a scratch. There's definitely a scratch. She's definitely hit this goddamn car. There wasn't much I could do, but I've got some tissue out of my boot because again, I didn't want to put any chemicals on his car because I thought he might try. So I got some tissue. I'm rubbing it. I'm getting a lot of this like like a scrape and you get the paint and there's some of the paint you can get off that doesn't leave damage. Oh, I'm there. Spitting in this goddamn tissue. I'm doing 100%. I'm there. I'm shining this car as much as I can. Boom, 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 boom.
You gotta spit on that thing.
Haley comes over. I said, go to Tesco's, get me a bottle of water. She runs off, comes back. I'm squirting water at this car. I'm rubbing it. I get a lot of the damage off, but unfortunately, there was a big scratch on it, unfortunately. But look, I've learned I'm actually pretty calm in serious situations.
I agree with you, though.
Go on.
When you do car stuff like that, if nobody's hurt, it's like, it's a fucking car. Everybody's got insurance. You have to be on the, like... Do you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be. I said to him straight.
I said, look, I don't want to go through insurance if you don't have to. Send us the bill, I will pay. I said, take a picture of our license plate, all that stuff. Like, exchange details. If you can do this without insurance, let's do it that way. Haley's got like 10 years no claim bonus. That's it's a pain in the butt for everyone. I'm like, look, do I have the money right now on me, sir? No, I don't. But he's screaming at us, this car has 700 cameras around it and blah, 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 blah. She could have damaged one of those. I'm like, maybe, but you don't know that right now. So chill out. So that's what I was meant to tell you off the pod, but I told you now. So if you don't know, this is my Xbox and our weekly Xbox podcast. You can get early patreon.com/mcfixer. Support us financially and all that good stuff. There ain't much news this week, so it is going to be a pretty, I guess, what I would call a bullshit episode. So enjoy. Anyone got any other life stories they want to give this week?
No, I don't leave the house.
Two very quick things.
Yeah, there's no need to be quick, mate. We got a big podcast. Carry on.
First off, Crash. Love the jacket.
Big fan, yeah.
It is a nice jacket.
Good jacket. Had to throw it out there.
Kind of weird to be wearing a jacket inside, though. Just saying. Maybe did it just for the podcast. I'm just putting it out there.
We're both wearing hoodies.
100%.
I was going to say,
did it just for the podcast.
I
was like, what am I going to wear in the podcast?
I respect more.
Yeah. Bringing a little sense of fashion to the podcast. I like it.
A hoodie. Wait. Sorry. Let me stop you right there. A hoodie is fine inside the house. Wearing a jacket you would wear outside of the house is not normal attire.
Yeah.
I mean,
I respect it for the podcast. I'll do it for the podcast.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm wearing it. It's 100%
grab my
just
jacket
for the
right now.
podcast.
I respect it. Go on, Matt. The other second thing.
The other thing was just going to be you missed a clear segue, which is from one car crash to another topic of the show this week.
Oh, okay. Now he comes back from the dead, and now he thinks he's a podcast host all of a sudden. Okay, buddy. But yeah, it's true. From one car crash to another, I'll steal it. Firewalk Studios is closed. Concord is dead officially. News has literally just broken within the last hour. Last 30 minutes or so. This one comes from Kate Bailey over at IGN saying Sony is shutting the Firewalk Studios in the wake of the disaster release of Concord, the PS5 shoot-up, yada yada. This has been first reported by Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, and a gigantic statement has come out. I'm not going to read it because it's pretty boring PR speak, to be honest with you. Go read it if you want to. I glanced through it a minute ago. It doesn't feel like one of those like emotional ones, where it's like, this feels very much like, okay, we've got to put out a statement. We just charge people $70 or £70 for a game that now we've got to figure all that stuff out. Initial thoughts, D-Spawn. We'll start with you because I know you played the game and you did enjoy some of it. How are you feeling about a studio being closed over this?
I mean, I'm never a fan of a studio being closed. It's a shame for anyone to lose their job over something they've worked hard on. Like every time I saw one of the developers talking about this game online, they were very passionate about it. So it was something they believed in and enjoyed. And yeah, it's just, I think there's such a comedy of errors with this game coming out that I think it just, there was no way it was going to succeed at the time. And yeah, all the rumors were that it was going to be like, they'll repurpose it, make it free to play. I think there was some good gameplay in there, but yeah, it was just, it's a shame it wasn't unique enough in the grand scheme of things. And it's just, it's a massive shame to see a studio close down on the back of it.
Crash?
Yeah, I think it's really unfortunate the studio shut down. I think I don't really know what they could have done to save the game because I think the game just came out at the wrong time. This game needed to come out a couple of years ago when hero shooters were first popping up, closer to like Overwatch's release. But at this point, it's really hard to get into the market. Like if you want to get into that market, you have to be Marvel essentially, right? With Marvel Rivals or whatever the game's called. It's just a hard market to go into, especially as VR started adding hero shooter elements and you were sort of got into more popular game modes. It was just a weird situation to be in for them, and speaks to how long games take to be made actually. But yeah, I mean, overall, still an unfortunate situation that is understandable from the perspective of why Sony would shut them down, right? But it's also understandable why that sucks. They put their heart and soul into the game and ended up being what it is, unfortunately.
Matt P, talk to me, baby.
Yeah, it's difficult to add anything more, right? Like it sucks for the people losing their jobs. You hope that this is a bit of a reset for Sony and like they really look at and evaluate how they can make sure this doesn't happen again. Because, this wasn't just the game, right? They were supposed to be TV shows. Concord was supposed to be this like mega Destiny level franchise coming off the back of this thing. And
there's literally still a TV show episode going to come out for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Secret Levels thing. Yeah. I mean, will that come out now?
Yes.
Still?
Why wouldn't it?
It's already scheduled.
Yeah, I guess, but I would have thought Sony could pull the plug on it if they wanted to. Maybe not. Maybe it's too far gone.
It might not be worth it because, like, we still don't know if Sony has any intentions with the franchise into reworking in a free-to-play game with a smaller studio or smaller team or something like that. Like,
sure.
Maybe they put that out and see where it goes, and if people attach to it, maybe they pivot to something like that. So I'm sure there's still benefits to them, and also, like, I think there's a bigger benefits to just putting that out at this point instead of pulling the plug on that as well, I'd assume.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee when it comes out, you see the headlines that are like, holy shit, I'm interested in Concord now. Yeah. I would like to see Concord again. Like, that will definitely happen.
But do you not think people are just bullshitting liars at that point, right?
Well, maybe. Yeah. And when I say
it's like Mirror's Edge 2.
Yeah. Oh,
where people are like, we want another Mirror's Edge. I love Mirror's Edge. It's the best. It's such a good Mirror's Edge 2 comes out. Nobody buys it. It's going to be the same exact thing. Yeah.
I agree.
So hopefully it's a bit of a reset. Hopefully, lessons learned and things like this don't happen again. But these industries are cyclical. And so in 10 years, I'm sure something very similar will happen again.
I think the problem is, and I think it's going to keep happening, is something will be the new zeitgeist. Something will be the new big thing. Like A year or two ago, it was extraction shooters. But the problem is, if you are releasing a AAA game within that sphere, it takes you 3 years minimum to make it. By the time your game comes out, you are behind the curve because everyone's moved on to the next thing. It's like we say, everyone was into battle royales. Battle royales died as soon as like some of the major first parties trying to get involved. I mean, there's still a thing. Yeah.
Battle royales died.
They weren't the big
They're
thing.
hard. They're hard to. It's hard to penetrate that market. I don't think battle royales have that.
Exactly that.
No.
Exactly that.
But again, we're talking now about like hero shooters, like Overwatch is on the downturn. Everyone hated Overwatch 2, and like everyone and their grandmother is now trying to come out with some semblance of a hero shooter.
People dislike there's sure it's not as big as it once was. Overwatch 2 still plenty big.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be like honest about it.
I think
but
like,
it's only plenty big because Overwatch got transitioned into Overwatch 2, right? Like if Overwatch 2 had come out and been what it was supposed to, and then they started removing features and it didn't have everything that Overwatch 1 was, then it would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying by that?
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily
They force people to transfer over, right? Like that's
people could have just stopped playing Overwatch 2 at this point. There's
Have
something
they not?
that they enjoy
Have they
about
not?
that formula. No, people still play it. There's still something people enjoy about that formula. It's just it's hard to make a good game in that formula, especially when people like a lot of studios will try and put out these fully fleshed out big AAA games that are in the hero shooter. I feel like you have to go like an early access market, right? Look at like what Valorant did, right? That was in beta for however long before they ever fully released, and that game is free to play as well.
Yeah. I think that's the problem when you're in like an oversaturated market like that, where you've got these like titans of that genre. It's like you have to do everything in your power to like not just stand out, but have such an ease of access. And the fact that we're talking about Concord, where it's like it's only available on PC and PlayStation. It's going to cost you £40, and there's nothing particularly unique about the experience. It's just you're going to lose out on all fronts.
Yeah, I agree. I just to echo what you guys have already said. Obviously, sad for the team to be not like they have. It's you've touched on it a little bit there, Matt. Like, it's definitely time for PlayStation to learn what they. It confuses me that they know what they're good at and they make a lot of money doing what they're good at. I don't get why. Why do people? I'm not good at reading large scripts. That's not something I'm good at. So I stay within my lane of like being a, internet personality and shooting from the hip and yada, right? Like that. I'm not good at the scripted stuff, so I don't try and do that. Like, why is it that these game companies keep trying to like? They make enough money. Sony makes enough money off of God of War, Last of Us, Spider-Man, Wolverine's going to be huge. All of these games. Like, is it never enough? And I know we had this conversation last week, Despawn, pretty much, which is like it's never enough.
Yes.
Why can't it just be enough?
Boardrooms.
Yeah, we had this conversation. We literally, Greg, I know you don't listen, but we literally had this conversation last week. Yeah. Literally, it
there
sucks.
always has to be profits, and at the end of the day, when you are PlayStation, who make primarily single player, unique to PlayStation only franchises, like there's a diminishing level of return for the amount of money that you're putting into games, because games get more and more expensive every year. And at some point, and I think that's why they had that big focus that we're talking about, where they were trying to push into more multiplayer games as a service, because that is recurring money. And it's really the only way to make a regular profit these days.
It's not even just making a profit. It's making as much money as you see the other company making, right? It's like Sony wants to make as much money off of one game as they see Fortnite making, right? And they have a business relationship, and they're like, we're getting this much from Fortnite, and we're only getting 30% or whatever it is off of our own platform. If we made our own Fortnite, we could get such a bigger pot. And that's essentially what it is that leads to games like Concord. I think the inception of Concord, not saying the developers didn't want to make it, but Sony 100% probably greenlit that as a sort of case of like, Overwatch is doing really popular. Sure, we'll fund this game. We'll end up getting our own Overwatch, and that'll be great.
Yep, 100%.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's jump into what's been in our box this week. Crash, let's hear from you. What you been playing, my dude? Talk to me about Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because I know you've beat it by now.
Yeah, the great game, good ending.
Well, what did
It's
you like about the
crazy.
ending?
It's crazy how he finds the dragon and
Yeah.
slits it, and he gives him infinite wealth. That
Yeah.
was such a twist. I didn't expect the title to be so accurate to what happens
Yeah.
in the game. Yeah.
Just for
Matt,
anyone
you
worried about
concur on that
spoilers.
one? You concur on that, right? Like, you love that twist at the end.
Yeah. And you know what? I love how closely the TV show is following it as well. Like,
I
oh
hate
man,
your
I
guts.
love it.
I hate your guts. I hate your guts so much. I hate you. There's no karaoke. Sorry.
How can you have a Like a Dragon series without karaoke?
Man out.
Easily.
Man
Well,
out.
they did do
On a
karaoke.
serious note, what have you been playing?
What have
I
I been playing? Oh,
played.
sorry, Crash.
Oh, Crash, sorry.
Yeah, shut up, Matt. You're
Metaphor.
dead.
Yeah, it's not about you, Matt. Jeez.
I played Metaphor Refantasio. I've put a decent amount of time into it. You made a face fix.
Define decent.
Yeah.
15 hours, 20 hours.
It's pretty decent.
Like, here's the problem, right? As like a percentage of completion,
Uh-huh.
you're like 1%, right?
Yeah, sound like that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
about 1%.
Not me,
And
not
it gives
me.
me what my percentage. I'm not even 1%. I'm actually at 0.98.
Yeah.
So
No
I still
way.
got a little.
You're still
I'm
in the
joking.
prologue section, yeah?
Yeah,
The
it's
prologue's,
a
the
tutorial.
prologue's ridiculously long in this game, though.
True, true.
Here's my question, right?
Yeah.
I've got a lot of games that I need to beat by the end of the year, obviously, like we always do. There's a lot of games still coming, which we'll talk about later in the show. Is this one that I need to play for Game of the Year?
I would say yes. With what's
Yeah.
come out so far this year, I would say yes. It is one.
Good to know.
Yep.
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. It's on the list, so I will just. I'm not again. Thankfully, it's not a game that I'm looking to stream, so I will probably get it beaten way quicker than I would if I was trying to stream it. But yeah,
That's kind of surprising to me though, because you enjoyed streaming like Final Fantasy so much, because you enjoyed that hook of having the audience help you out. I would have
I
thought
don't think
this
I'll
was
have an
more-
audience.
Interesting. Sad, but interesting.
I generally think if I right now my numbers are a little bit inflated right now because I've got Twitch drops on for Rainbow Six Siege and X Defiant. So people are just coming to my channel for that. Then Call of Duty's drops and that's got drops as well. So right now what I'm currently doing is playing something I don't necessarily want to play in Rainbow or one of those games for about 2 hours. They're all sitting in my channel, and then I'm playing Silent Hill. And my averages is like, I averaged like 150 the other day playing Silent Hill 2. There's no way I did, but they forgot to turn off the channel. So I could, literally, I was just spamming ads the other day.
Yeah.
It was just to make money. Yeah, so that's where that is. But yeah, I am looking, it is on the list. I got a code for it. Shout out to, I always pronounce the name wrong. Gilmont. How do I say it?
Guillotine.
Guillotine, thank you.
Gilmont's your
I always
boss,
get it
mate.
wrong. Eves. Shout out Big Eves.
Yeah, Big Eves.
Imagine I met him and just like tried to nudge him. That'd be crazy,
Yo.
right?
Nudge me, bro. To be fair, he seems like the kind of guy that would. He'd be confused why he's doing it, but he'd do it.
I don't know. Anyone in a suit and tie scares me at that company anyway. So, but yeah, it's on the list. Anything else you've been playing, Crush?
I played Super Mario Party, the new one, the Jamboree.
Talk to me.
It's good. It's really it's good. I will say
single player or the multiplayer.
I played multiplayer with people. Yeah, I played with people.
Who are you playing with?
Siblings.
Breaks my heart.
Nah,
It breaks
nah.
my heart. It actually breaks my heart. Anytime I
play
hear
with
that he has
siblings.
other friends, it
It's
fucking
siblings.
kills. I die inside a little bit every single time.
I'm telling you, it's like you're acting like I hit a bend to go play some Mario Party. Maybe I'll do that this weekend.
Yeah,
I'll
he-
fucking kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Oh, you know what? Ben and Crush stream back on Twitch this weekend. Mario Party Jamboree.
Yeah, he won't tell you that he loves you. He's playing
other
with other
friends.
people.
Do something to specifically like mess with 100%. I can do that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
How is
I
it?
get
Is it good though? Because I've got
it's good.
I've got 2 copies in this house and still haven't played it.
It's good. I like it. The mini games seem interesting enough. There's a really big board focus in this game from what I've played so far, and I've only played twice, I think. I've only played, I said I think as if I wouldn't know how many times I played. I played twice. I haven't played with motion control. So if you play with just the Joy-Con, there are specific Joy-Con games I think next time I play, I'll probably do that. We've only played with like the actual controller, which limits some of the games you have because they have motion control games and you can't play that with like a pro controller or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. They have a lot of characters that you can select, like you can play as Bowser or Boo and stuff like that in this one, which doesn't really matter, but I like that because I don't want to play the same however many characters they've had before.
How does that work with the Bowser spaces on the map? Does Bowser just pop out for Bowser?
No, there's a evil Bowser, like a Bowser clone or whatever.
Okay.
I forget the exact wording they use, but it's not like it's not actual Bowser. Yeah.
That works. Okay, perfect. Shout out Nintendo, they get it.
Yeah, Bowser from Wish. Yeah.
They thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I think you'll enjoy it. We should definitely do a stream for that at some point on the MXAM page somewhere.
We should definitely do a lot of things, but hey,
Yeah, that's true.
so little time, so little Matt, so little Matt.
So little Matt. I've also played Black Ops 6.
Campaign?
I've played campaign and I've played some zombies.
Oh.
I played zombies with Friends Fix. That's gonna break your heart. I'm gonna just start with that and get that out the way.
See, I didn't play for zombies with friends.
I appreciate you, this Bonks. You're a real one. Hashtag no new friends.
No, there's nothing.
Hashtag no new friends. Yeah.
How is it?
I really like it. I like from what I've done, I've played up to mission 3, which is the one they showed off at the Xbox event where you're going to break the guy out or whatever. I really like the structure of the campaign so far. I think the story's interesting enough. From what I've played, the vibe I've been getting from it has been very much so the Splinter Cell game I've wanted, just not in Splinter Cell, very much so, and I absolutely love that. You're playing. It's
stealth.
You kind of go through as a spy. You have a bunch of cool gadgets. You're sneaking about.
That's just a very big statement. That's a very big statement.
It is a very big statement. It is a very big statement. But that's
I can't
3 missions in.
You know that, right?
I know you can.
I can't protect you. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay.
3 missions in. That's the vibe I've gotten. I've played this, and I'm like, this is a first-person Splinter Cell game. I want an actual Splinter Cell game. Give me at Ubisoft, which we'll get that when we get that.
I mean,
eventually.
Just to put in, really, like obviously we talked about my playthrough of it last week, and I kind of I'm kind of with the similar vibes, especially if you're playing the stealth route for everything. Because we were talking about like you can't just go gun blazing if you want, which I think Fix will 100% do because no stealth king. But yeah, no, it is very much like if you do all the stealth routes, like it very much feels like a full-on spy game, and it's great.
Yeah, and you have it transitions to, you can also do certain sections starting off stealth, and then it transitions very effortlessly into just like a full-on gunfight, and none of it feels out of place. The campaign, the writing's good so far from what I've seen. I'm not going to say that it's a 10 out of 10 writing, but it is very, very solid for video game writing. I think it's probably some of my favorite Call of Duty writing in general. I like all the characters pretty much. I'm not really, I will put this with that last statement, I'm not really a big Call of Duty story person. They're not, like, a lot of them don't super resonate with me, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I've been loving it.
That's kind of what I don't get about the Call of Duty franchise, right? So I've done 1 mission. I've just got to the safe house and I can talk to people. But like I did start it and kind of went, man, I wish they'd reset Call of Duty. I get that people care. I know, but again, they've already gone too far. I get people care about Woods and like Ghost, I guess, and like all these characters. I couldn't give a shit.
I like it because do you think I know who Woods is?
Well,
I don't know if Woods is in any of the Call of Duties I played. I don't care. I don't need that in this game. I don't need to know who these characters are. I just need the overall plot. Why am I going to do this? And so on and so forth. And
that you just talking there got me excited for that, right? Like of going like, I think it's some of the best writing and story that Call of Duty's had. That's exciting for me. Because I kind of, whenever a cutscene crops up, I'm like, am I supposed to know who these people are? Do I care? And I'm early enough right now to like, have the mystery just be a mystery, right? And like, okay, I don't need to know who these people are right now. But I was worried it was going to go like, this is Black Ops 6, and we're going to expect you to know 1 through 5.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't feel like that. I'm sure it's the case of most games who are sequels that you don't necessarily need to play the previous ones. If you've played the previous ones, there's a lot of stuff you'll get. You'll get like small interactions. You'll get more nuance with what characters say and what they do. I don't think you necessarily need that from this game from what I've played so far. Granted, again, 3 missions in, that could change by the next mission where it's like, I have no clue what's going on anymore because I didn't play the last 5 Call of Duties or whatever.
As soon as it was like, hey, you've got dialogue options, I was like, hey, you're Call of Duty, stay in your fucking lane. Like, scroll to the bottom. Nope. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever felt those dialogue options made a difference to anything that happened. It's just it's more flavor. That's all it is.
I do wish the dialogue options were voiced and your character had an actual voice. It would add a little bit to it. But then again, I'm not here for that necessarily with this game. I'm here for cool action set pieces and a through line narrative that makes sense and enticing enough for me to want to follow. And I think the campaign's had that so far.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Zombies, very fun. Very, very fun. I was not expecting to like zombies as much as I do.
You're not a zombies guy, are you?
No, I'm not. The way the map works, traversing around the maps, upgrades, small changes they've made. Like, you don't barricade windows up anymore. They want you to be moving around the map a lot more. I think all of it just flows very well and is very, very fun.
Yeah.
Another thing we should do on my Xbox with me at some point.
Yeah.
Look, I'll put this out there. There has never been something that you have suggested and I've been like, no. You just have to organize it, like Despawn does.
That's a good point.
If you were to organize it and go, hey, at 7 o'clock, I'm gonna play COD, and I want you guys to join me, I would be there.
That's a good point. Despawn, get to organizing it, please.
There it is. Okay, thank you very much. There it is. At least you missed it.
Is that before or after I edit the podcast? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. Tell him,
Before.
Despawn. Fucking tell him.
You do the stream before you fucking edit the podcast. How many times?
Sorry, sir. You're right, sir. My bad, sir. Please forgive me, sir.
Matt, what have you been playing?
Well, I have put a decent amount of time in Black Ops 6, just in the multiplayer, with my friends.
You're fine. You're allowed friends. I knew you. I knew you. I didn't know you when you had nobody.
Years.
Yeah, fair.
You had friends before I knew you. Crash?
Yeah.
Mackie's not around anymore, okay? So it's literally me and Crash now, okay? You're allowed friends, so enjoy your friendships.
Thanks. Yeah, I think we're all kind of realizing we're too old for it, though. Like, our default now is search and destroy, because it's like, take your time.
Kill dead.
Exactly. And we can actually play this.
So I think, Fix, me and you had this conversation on the last Call of Duty. I think you were very much a fan of hardcore mode, and I was like, no.
Yes, I only play hardcore.
I need squishy mode. I'm exactly the opposite now. I love hardcore mode. I love it.
You will do.
Yeah.
As soon as you go hardcore, you never go back.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's the only thing they say. Yeah,
because hardcore takes all the skill out of the game, like realistically, right?
Yeah,
like,
you've got to land a shot.
If you hit your shots, you're gonna get a kill, and it gives you that. Again, maybe I'd feel different now after playing so much of X Defiant. Maybe I would be annoyed in hardcore, but we'll find out. Because the time to kill on this is pretty long. You guys may not realize it, but the TTK right now in it seems pretty long. Yeah. Maybe Chris, you'll know. Yeah, you know, like.
I haven't played multiplayer.
Oh, okay. I played because I played at the. I went to the COD event, the launch party. I played there, and the time to kill on it, I was like, oh damn, it's actually pretty lengthy.
I will say that I've heard from people who do normally play like normal, like non-hardcore modes and are very religious about that. They've switched over to hardcore as well, so I don't think you're wrong in that sentiment.
See,
I think Black Ops. If maybe I'm mistaken. Correct me in the comments. I think Black Ops has always been a bit longer on the time to kill. I think that's like kind of like a Black Ops thing. And like I think probably I would assume because people are so much more used to Warzone now, which obviously has a really long time to kill because of armor plates and stuff like that. Like that probably factors into it a little bit. But yeah, we're really enjoying Search and Destroy in a bit of a slower pace. And me and my mates have found time to get back into it. Now, these are the friends who would have never bought Call of Duty either, you know? It's on Game Pass, so great, we'll play Call of Duty. Normally what they're playing is like Battlefield 1 and shit, because it's like in Game Pass and they know it and they can just, roll with it. So it's actually been quite nice to like, play Call of Duty quite nostalgically for us, really. So yeah, it's been good fun, and I can't imagine we drop off at any time soon, really, which is quite nice. Although, sorry, go on.
I was my quick story about Call of Duty right now. Went to play it this morning, couldn't.
Ooh,
won't work. Says I don't have Game Pass. I do. On PC, by the way.
Interesting.
Yeah, you have Game Pass Ultimate, I assume. Yeah,
I do.
Have you tested it on Xbox to see if it does the same thing?
I haven't. I did get a code on both platforms though, but
I'd say just give that a test and see.
well, I've already got a code on Xbox, so it will work no matter what is the issue.
No, have you redeemed the code already?
Yeah, I already redeemed everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll shut up then.
Yeah, you do that, punk.
These phones are just getting mistreated today.
Well, I want Matt to come back next week, so we have to be nice to him for this week, and then when he
That's
comes back next
fair.
week, we just destroy him.
Interesting.
Matt, what else you been playing, or is that it?
I have put some time into Silent Hill 2 Remake.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
Well, so I have been saying for a little while now that I recently, and I say recently, this is sort of in the last 12 months, replayed the original Silent Hill 2. Turns out I replayed the original Silent Hill. And I don't think I've ever played Silent Hill 2. Which is an interesting revelation for myself. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm early. I don't even have a gun yet.
Okay.
But I feel like I've spent 4 hours in it, maybe. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, give or take.
I'm interested. I'm enjoying it.
I've been playing it as well.
Puzzles.
Yeah, I've been playing as well. Play it today. I'm about halfway through the game now. I like it a lot, but not as much as the internet. I will say that. I said this last week. Go on.
Does the internet like it that much?
Yeah, it got like it got 8s and 9s.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, I don't know about review scores, but dialogue I've seen very mixed for the game, where there's some people like really love it and some people are like, this is.
There was a moment that I had today with a character that felt so out of place for the whole tone of the game that it is quite jarring, and I can't tell if they've gone with the mantra of we can't change this character too much because it is a remake and people are gonna get angry at us, or I don't know. Like if you know the character, you'll know it's not really a spoiler. Like I say, it's a remake, but like they're just so very sexually
Suggestive.
Thank you. It's very on the nose. Like there's no subtlety here about this character at all. And again, it could just be a case of, again, I've never played the game, right? So I don't know nothing about Silent Hill. I especially don't know nothing about James as a character or how this story's panned out and the big twist that's definitely coming, right? So I've got all these hypotheses, and I think it will all make perfect sense once I beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
But as of someone who's consuming it right now, it's like that doesn't feel right. The music that gets played in a certain scene, you're like, this makes fucking no sense at all. Like, why would you play the sound mix is off as well? Like, this character's talking very suggestive and talking like this, and oh my god, I love you. And the music's like bow chicka wow wow, like, and as loud as possible. You're like, what the hell is going on here? Like, it just doesn't fit the game at all. But like, yeah, the moment-to-moment gameplay, very good. Not as good as Resident Evil, but I shouldn't hold that against it. Its map design is fantastic, Matt. You're gonna absolutely love it. The way the map works, the way the character interacts with the map, and the puzzles and stuff like that. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I'm enjoying it, but there are definitely moments in the game that I'm like, this is cringy. I don't really like that part.
Yeah. Just a quick interlude. The game we were talking about, like the internet loving it. It's currently 86 on Metacritic. User scores got a 9.3. So yeah, the internet likes this game.
I told you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just the little bubble I was on online.
Yeah, I kind of already felt like, oh, I wish they'd modernize this a little bit.
Agreed.
Yeah.
He moves like a granddad.
I'm not so against the movement, I guess. I guess it was just that opening section where I'm like, I'm just sprinting through this here, and there's nothing here. Like, you couldn't have let me go into this ranch and find some stuff that suggests what the fuck's going on, mystery stuff. Like, even the first like key that you have to get, it's just like, yeah, you just hop through a window and grab the key and then go out. It's like there wasn't anything you could have done with this, car, auto shop.
They're building to it.
Yeah, I get that, and I'm in Silent Hill now, and there's a bit more of that stuff going on. But even then, I'm like, maybe I'm just not exploring enough or looking around enough.
I don't
but
think
like,
you are.
I tried, and it was like every single road is a dead end, which is slightly helpful. That's fine. But like, I didn't find anything. Like, I really dug into the nooks and crannies. Felt like I was going slow through this first section of the game, and felt like I was finding nothing.
Question.
Yes.
Does it feel like Bloober have taken zero risks because they just wanted to get their first title out there as a major remake?
I don't love that as an excuse, just because like they got their first major title. Like I would say, The Medium was their first major foray into this world.
No, it has the same problems The Medium has.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it like because this is like a beloved IP? Do you think it's the case of them not taking risks with that IP?
I think, and who knows? I genuinely don't know. I think that it's more likely they weren't allowed to take the risks.
Right. Okay.
Do you not?
No, I agree with you. Yeah. I'm with you on that. 100%.
I would have thought Konami have a lot more control over this. And therefore they weren't allowed to do things, or they, you know.
Yeah, you think this was a case of let's just retell the story as is, make sure people like what is there, and then see what the future holds, maybe.
It's hard to play with nostalgia. Again, you know, they've clearly done it again. We are not the right people to be talking about this game. 100%. Like, we can tell you our opinions on it, like, and stuff like that, but it's like when I played Resident Evil 2. I was the person to go and find out their opinion on that game because I know it back and forward, left to right, everything in between, right? Like, this is like the opposite of that for me because, again, it's new to the series for me. So I think you're 100% right in what you're saying, though, Matt, in terms of, like, it definitely could have been modernized more, 100%. But I also think it loses a little bit of itself if it does that as well. Because, again, it is a remake. So, yeah. I'm interested to see what you think at the end of the year. I'm interested to see how high it gets on your personal list. I think it will make your personal list from what I've played. And what I know of you enjoying the Resident Evil series. I think you will enjoy this. I do think you'll enjoy the rest of the game. I'm still waiting for that moment to happen where I like these characters because I hate every single character in the game so far.
Question for me then, I guess, is when we're talking end of year list, do I need to play this?
Yeah, but I'll give you my Steam. We can Steam family share, and you can just play it that way.
Fair.
I won't tell you. Yes, you do.
Okay.
But in the same breath, if you didn't, I don't think you would. Like, if I was suggesting it to someone who's not like in a rush, like pick it up in a sale and you'll enjoy it a lot more because you won't have spent the full price on it. And again, I think that's where I'm on it. I think it's one of those games that's going to drop in price very quickly.
Yeah. Well, let's just put it this way. So I am a survival horror fan. And
I know you are.
I'm a classic Silent Hill fan as well. I've just not had a chance to get to it.
And I think you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it, and I think you have to play it this year, definitely.
Okay, then that's fine. Just so I know.
Yeah, I think it can make the list, and I'm relatively confident it will make my list. I think I will really struggle to pull together 10 for this year.
You've been busy.
Well, yeah, not even that. Just like, have there really been 10 games that have like really honestly made an impact on me?
Absolutely.
Like,
maybe not on you. Maybe not on you, but
if I was going to make a top 10 list of 2023 and 2024, I think 8 of those games 2023.
Yeah, but you could say that about
last
most
year was a good year. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I do feel like you could say that about most years, where you go, "Oh, yeah, well, that was a better year, and that was a better year, and that was a better year." But
I'm hoping next year I'm not saying that.
Let's go through it really quickly, right? Like, Elden Ring DLC.
Okay, is that a game? Does that count?
Yeah, of course it counts. We've been through this, right?
Every year we go through this. Yeah. Cyberpunk was up there. Yeah.
Astrobot I haven't got to, but yes, I agree.
But I'm going. But I'm saying again, I know you're not a JRPG person, but like Metaphor, if you was Final Fantasy VII, if you was,
yeah,
Like a Dragon.
Like a Dragon. Let me think. I'm trying to go off the top of the dome right now.
You've got Dragon Age just about to drop.
Dragon Age, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill, Warhammer, Zelda.
Tekken 8 came out this year.
Zelda.
Stalker 2.
Stalker 2.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that been pushed?
Alan Wake.
No,
Wait, what are we
Avowed
doing?
got-
Suicide Squad came out this year. Come on,
True,
guys.
true.
Get your
I
act
beat
together.
Suicide Squad. I still want to beat Suicide Squad.
Annoyingly, it is probably
Hell-
one of the games that I put the most amount of time into.
Helldivers 2 came out this year.
Yeah.
You know, I think you can make an argument for that
Dead
for sure.
Rising. Mario Party, like we said.
It's interesting because so far, what I think of my 1 and 2,
That
none
myth.
of you have mentioned yet.
That's fair.
What do you think is your 1 and 2?
Save it
Do
for.
we want to say?
No,
Or do we
save
want to
it.
say that?
Yeah, no, it's like right. By the end, we still got Indiana Jones to come out. We still got so
That's fair,
many
yeah.
games to come out. It could definitely eclipse it, and that gives the mystery. Right now, what would be 1 and 2? We'll go. Each of us will go.
Another Crab's Treasure and Balatro would be my 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Mm.
Crash, you got 1 and 2 right now.
I think from what I've played, Metaphor would definitely be up there. I think Metaphor and Like a Dragon, to be 100% honest, I think they're fighting for 1 and 2. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but as of right now, that's what I would say 1 and 2 are.
Peaceful.
Infinite Wealth and probably Rebirth.
Yeah, mine's exactly the same. Rebirth and Infinite Wealth. Did I show you my art? Matt, after I left you, oh no, it was Sunday I left you. I got some new art. I know you've seen it, Despawn, and did I technically show it on the podcast last week?
You did.
Yeah, I did. All right, but I'll show you boys offline.
Go watch
It's
last
no
week's
longer a bet. It's no
episode.
longer a bet. Yeah, go watch last week's episode. But yeah, I bought some art, which was really nice. But yeah, there's definitely enough games that have come out. You've just not beat them or played them or got to them yet.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Which is again, like I say, you've been a busy guy. I don't think it's a lack of games. I think it's just a lack of
Time.
maybe games that interest you as well. Maybe.
I have a question for you, Matt. Dragon's Dogma 2. Do you think it makes it onto your list?
Ooh. I think it's at risk of slipping off it.
Yeah, for me, I think it's on my list right now, but at the bottom, and I'd be comfortable letting it go if something came.
Yeah,
to a place.
I agree.
It's not one I would fight to like. I really think it should be on my list
Same.
or something
I
like
agree.
that.
The
I
only
didn't
thing
play it
is
because you
like,
guys didn't give it glowing reviews. I've got it and haven't played it because of that reason.
So
I've heard they had a big patch recently that fixed a bunch of issues for it. I've heard.
did it fix the story?
The story's never getting
Now it-
fixed. The story is what that game is not a game you're playing for that story. Okay?
No, that's true. Yeah. But I play those games for story, and it's just like, oh, there's nothing there to keep me playing.
yeah, maybe Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Hearing mixed things, but
I'm
dunno.
a BioWare guy.
I've never played a Dragon Age game. I played like one for like 10 minutes once. I'm looking forward to checking this one out.
do you think that like you can ride that Baldur's Gate wave into it, and it maybe scratch a similar itch?
No.
Why
From
not?
what-
Into it thinking Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate is Baldur's Gate, and I don't think anything will ever come close to that experience I've had. And
Not
I've still not.
until Larian
Haley
drop a new
brought it up
game.
at Comic Con the other day, and she was like, "We haven't beat Baldur's Gate yet." I was like, "I know, but it's still a special game." And imagine I can start that game again now and still play through it all over again for a third time and have a total different experience again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still not made it past Act 2, and I'm like the same. I'm like, that
I'm
game is
at
so
the
special.
end. I've literally got to Baldur's Gate. I've
Oh,
got
so
there.
you're in the
And
door,
then
like, let me
I'm
in.
literally there, and then went, "Oh, I'll stop here. That's fine."
I don't think that's even the end.
No.
No, but I'm at the second to last chapter. I think.
Okay.
But yeah,
But yeah.
no.
Yeah. It's been. I don't think the year's been bad.
No.
Tekken 8.
Yeah, no,
So I could
that's
keep going. I could keep going. I could definitely keep going.
Yeah, it's the games that we've got coming up that are interesting, I think, and it's not
Go on,
just the
talk
big
to
ones
me.
that we know. So, like, obviously,
What's coming?
we've mentioned Stalker 2. That drops in
Yep.
November. We got Indiana Jones, which, from what we've seen, I've not read any of them, but I've like
Previews today dropped.
previews seem good.
From what I'm seeing, people are very excited about this game.
Yeah. I did see that it was coming at 4K 60 on consoles as well, which is a nice thing to see. What else have we got? Like, I'm looking for the list.
Life is Strange dropped today.
Life is Strange.
Did it?
Yeah, double
Dropped
exposure.
today.
Marketing games, people.
Yeah. The Mario and Luigi Brothership, so the new Mario and Luigi game that drops next month. So that's
Yep.
not too far away. Slitterhead, which was like a horror game that.
Yeah.
That looks really interesting. The big one, obviously, Farming Simulator 25.
I mean, that's gonna be.
You
I know you're
say it that
joking.
way.
You're
No,
joking, but it's gonna be
but no,
fucking huge.
it's gonna be huge. But Flight Sim 24.
Yeah.
The people are going to love that, and the fact that you can do missions in it now as well is interesting.
Metal Slug Tactics. I'm looking forward to that one a lot on Game Pass.
Did you play Tactical Breach Wizards?
No, but I saw a lot of it. It looked interesting.
You should check it out, Fix. I think you like it.
Old game's old. Lego Horizon Adventures, which I did play. I spoke about that on last week's episode. Very much looking forward to that. That will be a fun game.
Oh yeah, and talking about this month as well. I don't know how this game keeps getting screwed by people by like games coming out around it, but the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster's dropping on the 31st, the same day as Dragon Age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Me, because I've never finished the original. Sorry, I played it, but I've never finished it. Yeah.
Okay, I will take a picture on my pool.
Cool. I've got it ordered on PC. I did my upgrade.
Nice.
I'll take a picture on my iPhone for
Marvel Rivals comes out this year as well.
Does it?
Yeah, early access. Yeah.
The early access. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Marvel Rivals, Legacy of Kain, if you care about that.
Me, I care. Sir, I care, sir, me.
Nobody cares, so it's okay. We can just move on.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, there is stuff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's hard because comparatively this year to last year is a weak year if you're comparing it directly. Last year was a really strong year.
Hey, Crash, you're ruining content for next year, so can you just get through this as quickly as possible? Right, go on, carry on.
Okay. Dragon Age.
Oh wow, I love that. Yeah, good segue. No, I'm joking. No, I agree with you. I do agree with you. It's a weaker year. I think we're going to look back at it. It's still a strong year. It's still a strong year for games.
I agree.
Again, I think it's hard for Matt because he's not a JRPG guy.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he said at the start of the year he was going to play JRPGs, but
I tried.
Did you?
Did you though?
I put.
You tried for the first 3 months.
But you played one. You played one. Like a Dragon is so much better.
I should try Like a Dragon. I do think Like a Dragon could get me.
I think you would love Like a Dragon.
Yeah. I think it will 100%.
I think the setting, the humor, all that will be more your alley.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree.
100%. But you'll never play it because you're a hater. Have you got a Steam Deck?
No.
Would have been perfect for that.
That was like the perfect Steam Deck game for me. I played that in bed quite a lot when I wanted to just do side stuff.
It's on Game Pass, right? No, it's not. Infinite Wealth's not on Game Pass.
Not on Game
the other
Pass.
ones are. Yeah. That would be a great game for cloud gaming because with it just being like turn based and stuff.
Yeah,
should be able to play your games at your own soon though.
Cloud. Next month. Yeah,
next month I think that comes
November when they announced.
Yeah. Okie dokie, boys. Okie dokie. Well, like I said, no news, so we'll move into our game show segment. Guess That Game. Guess That Game is, of course, the game show within the podcast that we do. I will pick a game. The boys will have 1 minute and 30 seconds to guess the game that I am choosing. And we all have a good time. D-Spawn, give me the points, my dude.
Oh, you would like the points, would you? Well, I can tell you the points right now are at bottom place, last, failing miserably, is one MC Fixer with 6 points.
There's no way I'm last.
Whoa,
Matt's
no way. You're right. I'm looking in the wrong order.
Okay.
Who is last? Miserably.
I'm definitely not last.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel, basically is the bottom of the barrel, is Mr. Matt P Video with 4 points. Licking the bottom of the barrel is MC Fixer with 6. Okay. Just kind of leaning against the inside of the barrel, feeling hungry and thirsty, is me with 9 points. And the man sitting on top of the barrel, not letting us out, is Mr. Kreshnik Plays with 12
y'all aren't allowed out of this barrel. You guys can stay down there.
I mean,
did we all like my barrel analogy? Was it great? Yeah.
I did.
Fixer has to change now from Donkey Kong to something else.
Donkey Kong?
Barrels in it.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, not where I went. All right, are you guys ready? Matt will be starting, then it will be Crash, and it will be Despawn. All right, what we got? 1 minute and 30 seconds. Restart. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Did it launch on this generation of consoles?
No.
Xbox One generation.
Yes.
Exclusive?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is it a third-person shooter?
No.
First party.
Yes.
Is it an RPG?
No.
Do you shoot guns in the game?
No.
Action adventure.
No.
Is it a puzzle game?
No.
Simulation game?
Platformer.
It's my go. Simulation game?
Yes.
Okay.
Platformer.
No.
Are there vehicles in the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop it there.
Yeah, can't probably. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. 'Cause now I'm scared.
I mean, you want to keep going?
Well, there's this element now of asking questions and giving it away for everybody else, right? But then it's how locked in am I on the guess that I have?
I will give you 10 more seconds. I'll give you one question each. Go on. One more question each. If you want it.
Was it a launch title?
No. I mean, yes, it has been.
Okay.
Okay.
Crash?
I got nothing.
You don't know it?
No, I have no clue.
Okay.
Oh, flipping hell.
No clue.
We've narrowed down the pack so far. I mean,
So I'm going to ask one question which will solidify it for me. Is it part of a franchise?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Chris, you want to recap?
Yeah. Xbox One launch title.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. First party. First person. A simulation game
with vehicles.
with vehicles. Oh, okay. Wait, no, actually, I still don't know.
All right. Well,
I think I know. I have no clue.
Well, you're going to
Chris,
guess
why don't you
first.
go first.
Forza? I don't know.
Yes. Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, okay.
Of
Horizon
course it
4
is.
specifically, maybe?
No, I went with Motorsport.
Fair.
Oh, okay.
Horizon's not a simulation.
Yeah. There's more of an
Well,
arcade.
okay,
I will
sure.
give you all the point, but you're lucky, Matt. I should take it from you.
Yeah, keep him at 4. Keep him
No,
down
I'm
at
giving
4.
you all the point, but Horizon is not a simulation game.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going to try and tell me that it's a simulation game?
I mean, it has some minor
You can make the argument.
mechanics. Like you can.
Why would you say it's not a simulation game?
Because Motorsport exists, and that's a simulation
Yeah,
game.
yeah, no, I'm
But
with
that
you.
doesn't
Yeah. I mean,
that doesn't mean that's not a simulation game as well.
Yeah, you can still configure your cars, right?
It's a racing. Yeah,
Yeah. Just because you can race across off the top of a
It's a-
mountain, like you can do that in real life.
You literally can't damage the car in Horizon. Like,
Yeah.
look, I'll give you all the point. I'll give you all the point because I'm feeling nice.
Oh.
That brings Despawn up to 10, Crash up to 13, and Mr. Matt P up to 5. Congratulations. I've only got one more point than you. I don't know if we have any blind rankings. Let me check real quick. Sorry.
Big Willie P, did you let us down?
I don't know if he did or if I just didn't have it prepped. Let's have a look.
He would never let us down. Big Willie P loves
Okay,
us.
here we go. Yep. Oh god, I don't know what that word is for the title. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have it. Perfect. All right. Blind ranking, 1 through 5. Big Willie P has give us some games. You get to rank them blindly and guess the title for an extra point. You need to be very specific with the wording on the title to earn yourself the extra point. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Your first game, boys, is Rock Band.
Ooh.
Feels like a solid 2 to me. The only problem is if we get like a Rock Band 2, and then I'd say, well, Rock Band 2 is better than Rock Band 1.
Yeah.
We won't get a sequel.
They will be
I
like
agree.
all
I'll give you the information that there's never has been sequels. It's always been franchises. So
franchises.
just
Okay.
to put that out there.
I would personally say, because again, I'm just going on the fact: is it all games like Rock Band?
There's not enough of them.
Yeah.
So if we're already second, like I almost don't
Well,
want
I mean-
to guess the title because I want the points for the title.
No, but
I don't
that's-
want you guys to get the points for
Yeah.
the title.
I mean, we.
Oh, you can buzz in early and get if you can buzz in right
If you
now.
think
and get
it,
the
you know
point.
right now.
Yeah, if you think you know
think you
right now,
know
I'm one
right
game.
now?
Yeah.
I'll let you know what I'd be fine if you guessed it right now. If Fix were to give you an extra 3 points instead.
I'm not doing that. He's only 1 point behind me.
Yeah, that would put him 2 points behind me, and he might turn up again
fair.
in the next 2 months.
And to be fair, Big Willie P knows what he's doing, right? He always does. He's dangling a carrot here, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He wants us to say,
well, go for it.
I'm happy to go 3. I mean, I would fight for 2, but I'm happy to go 3.
Yeah. I was going to say 3 just because I think there are better games in this genre if it is that genre, but again, I won't feel bad if it's middle of the pack anyway.
The next game he's going to say is going to be like 007 Nightfire or some shit.
That'd be wild.
The next game is Guitar Hero.
2. I'd say 2 for that. I think it's better than Rock Band.
I disagree. I rate Rock Band better than Guitar Hero. I think they have better DLCs, and I think they did the drums first. I rate them better. 4.
I think
I want to openly. I know I don't get a say in this, and I usually say out of it. I am 100% with Matt. Rock Band is the shit. Rock Band 2 specifically, for me, it was like the dream.
I agree.
If we're looking franchise, like series wise, Guitar Hero has all the legacy. Guitar Hero's 2.
Guitar Hero is more iconic, but it is not better.
I agreed.
But better subjective.
Yeah.
If I don't give I get that, but what I'm saying is if I don't give 2 flying F's about drums or something like that, I'm not gonna care. Yeah, I'm not gonna care about Rock Band.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm just gonna get Guitar Hero and not buy Rock Band.
But Guitar Hero introduced the drums because they were scared of the rock bands.
That's facts. I had drums. Never guess what happened to him. Yes, go right now. I'll give you a bonus point. Crash. Unless you already know.
I don't know.
Okay, what happened to my drum kit? Go, Crash.
Your dad sold it.
No, but very good guess, Crash. Very good.
That sounds like something that would happen. Yeah.
He's small. What happened to my guitars? My drums?
Haley crashed a car into it.
She did not, unfortunately. Would have been that story. Matt, last chance.
I reckon your mum put him in like a car boot sale, got rid of him for like 50p.
Matt, you're so close.
Really?
Not quite. My mum threw him down the stairs when she was angry at me. And broke him.
Very close.
I had my mum in it. I can't, How much? Yeah. If we did half points around it, I'd give you 1. Anyway, Guitar Hero, where's it going? 2?
I personally think
Guitar Heroes. I think taking Rock Band out of the situation with the slots we have left, Guitar Heroes 2. Not counting is it better or worse than Rock Band? With the numbers that are there.
Fine. If you two both want to put it in 2, I'll concede it. But I want you to know that I hate you.
I'm used to that. It's fine.
Yeah.
Next game, Duck Hunt.
Okay.
See what you guys have fucking done.
So this is okay.
I'm kind of getting the idea of what the title is.
No, Big Willie P knows what he's doing.
I guess. I got to guess for the title.
Go on.
I got to guess for the title.
Yep.
You only get 1. Mm-hmm. You only get 1 guess.
He knows. Yeah. He knows. Calm down, Matt. He knows.
Let me think the exact wording I want to use for this.
Matt, we do this once a week. You do it like
once a quarter.
Year.
Best gaming peripherals. I'm off.
Just remember what you said to the exact.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna write it down.
Best gaming peripherals.
Interesting.
And to answer the question, I mean, do we put like gameplay? Are we going gameplay or legacy here? Because as a legacy, Duck Hunt is like.
You motherfuckers just fought for legacy for Guitar Hero, right?
Yeah.
So it's legacy. So Duck Hunt's 1.
Yeah.
And this is what you've done.
I did this, me, and I'm proud of it. God damn it.
All right. Next
That's
up.
Wait. We haven't had this one conversation. Duck Hunt 1. Duck Hunt 1. Okay.
Also, go. We'll wait for number 4. Go on.
So right now you have got Duck Hunt at number 1, Guitar Hero at number 2, Rock Band at number 3. Ring Fit Adventure.
I want to take a guess at the 5. I want to take a guess at the thing.
Okay.
I think it is best games that require a peripheral.
Okay, write it down for me.
Okay, let me do that.
And then last game on this list. Wait, you put Ring Fit Adventure at 5, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Perfect. And then the last one is Steel Battalion.
Oh yeah, no, okay, no, yeah.
What is that?
You don't know about Steel Battalion?
Steel Battalion.
No.
Steel Battalion came with a
It's
well,
4.
didn't have to, but you could buy it with a massive desk-sized peripheral that was like a mech
Multi-button
controller.
Yeah, it was
Oh, no, I
ridiculous. Go Google it.
It was
it's
one of
great.
the first titles for Kinect, and they redid all that with like voice commands and Kinect movement, which worked even less well than the giant desk. I actually
can
think the
confirm.
desk worked quite well,
Yeah, this was pretty good, I remember. Yeah.
but was expensive.
Yeah, it was
So
huge.
is it? So you
I'm
said,
very specific with wording.
yeah. That's what I'm scared about.
So, Chris, what did you get? What did you have?
I'm not repeating what I say until Matt takes his guess.
I respect it. Respect.
I'm actually happy with the list though. Like actually,
the list itself.
Yeah.
So you go. Sorry, Ring Fit Adventure 5, Steel Battalion 4, Rock Band 3, Guitar Hero 2. The only thing I think you got wrong there was Rock Band. If I'm being totally honest with you, I would have put Rock Band 1 because I love Rock Band. I have a very special relationship with that game. Me, Haley, my uncle, and my cousin used to all go around my uncle's house on the weekend and like had our own little band that we did. With that, that's where I learned the song "She's Lump."
Oh yeah.
And what else was it? Weezer. I think there's a Weezer song on there.
There's always a Weezer song on every single one of those games.
And like we used to like start with one of those songs, end on the other. I was like how we pretended we were role playing a band. Like we were going for it. We were going for it. So I have a very special.
The starting track of the encore. Yeah. You got it.
Literally. And I played drums as well, and I loved it.
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Like
I said, I just didn't have
Lego.
friends. So
Lego Rock Band was sick as well.
Lego Rock Band was very good.
all really good. They were all really good. Queen. So the wording is.
We're an audio podcast.
like I say,
I
you've got to
know.
say the words. Yeah.
I know the wording is. It's games.
Nah, you lost. Don't worry about it.
That's it. All right.
You're done. You're done.
Oh, is it just best peripherals?
You already did. You only get one. Remember, you said it.
You said
the
games.
answer.
You said
it.
games.
You said it. Oh, you get
Yeah.
one. You only get one. You only get one. Remember, you said it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Crash, repeat yours back to me.
I said best gaming peripherals.
Best gaming peripheral.
And I said best games that require peripheral.
Best games that require peripheral. Okay.
If
the
the- if
title
the-
was
Go on.
best video games using peripherals.
I think it's Despawn then.
I think it's
Because I
neither
think-
of us.
I don't think it's either of them. I'm very specific
Based off how
with
Fix
wording.
does it.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
Based
complain.
on how Fix does it.
specific. Yeah, because it's a bonus point that I can't even earn.
I would argue that Crash's in Crash's world, we're
No,
ranking the peripherals themselves, and in Despawn's world, we're ranking the games that require the
agree.
peripherals, and therefore Despawn's
No.
closer.
100%.
I
If
agree.
it was just getting the sentiment of the list correct,
absolutely.
I'd agree with you.
I'd agree
But
with
that's
you
not
as
what that's not what the bonus point
You
is
only
for.
got two
Yeah.
words right. Is my
bonus
issue.
point
Yeah.
is ludicrous in that
Yeah.
case.
So, and it is, but it's a super hard one to get, and because it fudges the numbers really well. But what I'm going to say is, it's while Matt, I appreciate the sentiment, I 100% agree with Fix's ruling because he
My thing
100%
is-
does this like, and then this isn't negative, but it's like the rules were set in place on an episode that you
time.
weren't on because
yeah.
you know you
It's
once every
some bullshit,
quarter.
Could have been
right?
here and argue with it then.
What's the bullshit?
Right. Because what you've just said, right, is Despawn's closer because he's got more of the words in his thing.
He's
than
got
Crash
two
did.
words.
He's got two words, right? So by that logic, I should just spiel off a load of fucking random words.
No, because you wouldn't
And
get it.
hope
It's
that
not
I
You'd
land-
be wrong. You'd still be at because you'd be like best gaming peripherals that exist in the universe. Blah 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 blah.
All I'm
Blah, blah,
saying
that's
is-
nowhere near.
The judge, jury, and executioner shut me down before I even got my answer out the mouth.
Because
Do you
you
know
were
what I mean?
done. You were done already. You didn't even get the first word right.
Hey,
He could have said that we're the best at the end.
It was done. It was done. It was done at it. We're not giving it to him. Anyway, thank you very much, Big Woody P. Keep them coming. We love it when you make us argue. Let's quickly get through these questions before we get out of here. Fix a sack. Eldozo says, are the My Xbox and Me crew boxers or whitey tighty guys? If
Boxer
you're comfortable
briefs.
answering, I'm boxers.
yeah,
always.
boxer briefs. Boxer briefs.
Thongs. obviously.
Sick.
Appreciate it. Outside of the release of GTA 6, what games are you most looking forward to, in 2025?
You think GTA 6 coming out in 2025? You mug.
What? Oh, actually, we do something new on the podcast when it comes to Eldozo.
Yeah, what's that?
Boo!
Boo.
Why are we booing him?
Why are we booing him?
He keeps booing me. It's an inside joke, but every time I miss it stream, he just tweets at me. Boo!
Oh, okay, fair.
So so now I boo him. So yeah. Go on, Crash.
I don't know if it comes out next year. We don't.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a release window for it. But Judas, the new game from Ken Levine. That's him, right?
Yeah.
Not the band guy. Yeah, Ken Levine.
Yeah. No, Avril Lavigne, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Avril Lavigne and her remake for Bioshock. Yeah. No. I mean, is this the year I finally get into a Monster Hunter game with Monster Hunter
Probably.
Wilds? Are you guys gonna make me play it?
No, but
I'm not.
I think there's a high chance that a lot of people will be playing it, which means you'll want to play it.
I mean, a lot of people played Monster Hunter World, and I didn't want to play that.
Yeah, but you don't have to get around on the podcast and hear
You weren't
people
doing a
talk about
podcast
it.
then. Yeah.
True.
Sorry to disrail ever so quickly, but Fix, have you played Arkham VR?
No, I was on the road. I did go on the Roto though, and they had it on there, and I was like, I'm fine. I don't care. I'm gonna do the roller coaster instead.
No, you don't care. I thought you would care.
No, well, I'm not a Batman guy, really, mate. Like I only played. You got to remember, I only played the Batman games like 5 years ago, and Batman Origins is the best Batman game ever.
And this
Fix's
is
mom
a
would
sequel
disagree.
to
Fix is
Batman
a very big Batman guy.
Wait, what? This is a sequel to Batman Origins?
Yeah.
Wow, Fix, you messed up.
The VR is a official Arkham game.
I might buy a MetaQuest 3.
I thought you had one. That's why I asked.
I've got 2.
Yeah, I got 2 as well. Sorry to derail. Best 2025 games, or most anticipated 2025 games. I don't really know. You know what? I'm cautiously optimistic for Assassin's Creed. I was looking forward to that this year,
Same.
and now it's next year.
I'm probably not the top of anyone else's list, but I'm really interested to see what Avowed is going to be like.
It's up there for me.
Yeah, like I love a good Western RPG, and I think that team knows what they're doing. Like you guys rib me for it all the time, but like you know how much I love Grounded. I know it's a small part of that team, but like I trust those developers to do great things. So yeah.
I'm gonna go with one that's not everyone's expecting. To be honest with you, I've got 2 in mind. Lost Record, Bloom and Rage.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to playing that.
Great show.
Again, we're finally getting games set in the 90s. Which is also amazing because I was born in the 90s. I've never been one of those people like, oh, this is set in the 70s or the 80s. I'm like, yay. I'm like, no, I don't care. Now we're getting things set in the 90s. I'm like, okay, finally shit, I can like, oh, I understand that reference. I can finally get it. So
Question
I'm looking forward
is-
to that. Go on.
Are you starting to feel old now that these games are like, oh, look at the retro 90s?
I've been feeling old, mate. I can't. I went to that COD event the other day, remember?
Oh yeah,
Oh, let me tell you. I was there for 2 hours.
flick
It's just,
shotting and
oh mate, it's not interested. Not
flick
interested.
shocks and TikToks.
Pretty much, pretty much. That and then Yakuza, like a dragon, pirate in Hawaii. Like,
I didn't even think of that one. Yeah,
those are the 2 for me that I'm like, oh my god, yes.
Matt's got something.
Fable and
Not
South by Midnight.
confirmed. We have no release date, so I can say it getting pushed. To be honest with you,
I agree. I think South of Midnight is said next summer. Am I wrong?
no, I think you're
But
right.
not like a hard date.
No, it's not hard
We've got no
dates yet.
hard date. We've got no hard date on it, so I generally don't trust it. I
So,
hope I'm wrong.
I think
my thinking
I think
is
from how much we've seen of South of Midnight, I wouldn't be
South
surprised
of
if it
Midnight,
does
I
come.
think we'll get.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
Oh,
we'll
you're
get
talking Fable.
I'm talking,
Oh,
yeah.
Got it. Yeah,
I
I don't
was-
think Fable ends up being next year. Yeah.
So here's my thinking. I don't think it's a case of it being pushed or anything. I think it's the way that Xbox do. Like, this could be a whole conversation we should have had like an hour ago when we had nothing to talk about. But I think it's the way that Xbox are dealing with their Game Pass releases now. It's like they may have like a deal that comes out, or someone might announce a game and they get a deal like, okay, well, we don't release a game. We don't announce a game is coming out at a certain date now. When 6 months down the line, we get a really good opportunity and decide to put a game out there, we don't want to cannibalize it. So they give us these like non-committal dates until like a month or two before. Like, I don't think it's a worry that we're going to get any pushback, and I think the only time we're going to get pushback is when we get an Avowed situation where we get Stalker delayed into Avowed's release window, so they just go, all right, we'll just move Avowed for a bit longer then.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I definitely don't disagree. It's just, I don't know. Fable has to be perfect. Definitely Xbox know that. And like we'll talk about it more towards the end of the year, but like, what did we get this year from Xbox? Like, we'll have that discussion. Like, once indies come out, we'll really know what Xbox's year was it good or bad, really.
Yeah. I also think we get Perfect Dark before we get Fable.
What?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
Pizza bet?
No.
I think Perfect Dark.
Pizza bet?
Yeah, I'll take a pizza bet on that.
Are you actually going to claim the pizza bet if you win?
Yeah, I'll actually claim the pizza bet if I win.
There's no point. I'm sick of doing these pizza bets, and then like I'm like, D-Spoon, where do you want your pizza? And you're like, it's fine.
Well, it was only garlic bread and cheese, so I wasn't too bothered about that.
Yeah, that's not my problem.
I'd rather have a full pizza.
All right, that's the bet. That's the bet you went for. All right, I'll pizza bet you that Fable comes out before Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
The problem is with my one is that I need to, wait until my deathbed and Final Fantasy VII still isn't on Xbox, and then I can finally claim it.
That'll happen.
Provided I live longer than
We
you.
put a limit on it, didn't we?
A limit. I owe you a pizza for that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the limit passed. Like, it way passed.
I definitely owe you a pizza for that.
Yeah.
When you want to claim it, let me know.
Alright.
Let me know. All right, let's plug, and get ourselves out of here. D-Spawn, we'll start with you. What you got to plug?
Oh, I'm going to be a selfish one for a change. I'm going to plug my Twitch because I'm getting back into streaming. It happened.
Ooh.
I streamed the other night. I'm on my camo grind, Fix. I'm on my camo grind.
I saw you online. I almost invited you, and then I checked Twitter, and it was like, oh, he's
It's
streaming.
live. You should send me an
Why
invite anyway.
not
I'll
still
just,
send the invite?
yeah, I'll jump on
Well-
with you. I don't mind.
Because I'm playing with all my mates, and
Sorry?
they don't want to be streaming.
Okay, that's fair.
Why can't he just be playing?
Yeah, I
while
don't need
you
to be on
guys are in the
comms.
set? You ain't got to be in the com.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's true.
Yeah, send me an invite. I don't mind.
But your friends hate streamers? Wow.
Wow.
I hate your friends.
I hate
They
your
actually?
friends.
No, they don't hate streamers, not at all. No,
They
they don't
just
watch.
hate-
They don't watch.
That'd be hilarious if they did.
You know what's a
Just flower
really
it.
exciting thought for people? Having a long day of work, getting home, and then playing games to somebody who streams.
No, but this is my argument is
Go on.
a good streamer, you wouldn't know they're streaming.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Well,
I don't
good at
disagree,
streaming,
but it's not about that. It's about the fact they are on stream at that point.
Yeah.
fair. That's fine.
That's the
fair.
perspective. I'm not viewing it from like the
yeah,
way
yeah.
the streamer would be. I'm
I was
viewing
gonna
it from
say.
the perspective of
yeah,
them
I
being on stream.
We'd have no problem.
That's fine.
But like like one of them had to ditch because his baby was crying.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
of
like
course.
he had to go. Like that's the kind of gamers we are now.
That's fine.
So
Well, adults. Yeah. It happens.
It's
Yes,
so
right.
exciting.
Yes. Twitch.tv/Paul Despawn. Come hang out with me. I'm on my camo grind, and I'm also planning on jumping into the Crash will be happy about this. We can actually talk about it soon. TCG card game simulator.
I'm planning
Catch up
soon.
simulator. I got the Pokemon mod. It's installed and it's ready to go.
I decided not to install the Pokemon mod.
I've installed it.
Why?
I'm ready to go.
I didn't like the look of it, to be 100%
Oh,
honest.
mate.
I just wasn't.
That's fine.
I think I'm gonna wait for that mod to cook a little bit more before I jump into it.
Yeah.
If they cook more with it, I don't know if they will, or if that's just it
It's-
is what it is, and that's
A
it.
lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah. Which is why I've been.
Maybe
which
I
is
jump
why
in
I've-
before it dies. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I've installed it now before it gets taken down by Nintendo's lawyers.
I was gonna say go after a franchise that isn't Nintendo. Like if you did it with Yu-Gi-Oh or like Digimon, they probably wouldn't give a shit. Do it with like Panini stickers.
I just don't.
Oh, I imagine.
My thing is, I don't see why that company needs to be out there pitching to all these companies of like, hey, we've got this game.
They should a crossover, a Yu-Gi-Oh crossover,
Let's do
a
a
Digimon
pay. Let's do a
crossover.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
How many?
a DLC
But even-
for that? Oh my god!
How many franchises actually have like TCG? Like
Yeah.
One Piece has a card
Yep.
game.
Magic the
Like just
Gathering
so much random
DLC.
stuff. Yeah, there's just so many different
football
card
cards,
games.
American football cards, fucking
Yeah.
basketball cards. Imagine like the whole store. You could have like different cards as well.
Yeah, you can choose what
Go
kind
to,
of
like-
game you want. Yeah.
Get the guys from like Pawn Shop, that US TV show,
Oh,
and
do-
they
do
like
the
come
voice
in and
lines
like,
or something?
yeah, or they like come
Oh
into
my
the
God.
store and buy
Yeah.
shit off you. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, you did. The crossovers are limitless.
It's
Get in
that.
touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll help you. We'll help
Yeah,
you.
we'll sort you out for a really good fee.
Even you,
All you have to do-
cards, like, bro,
Yeah.
it would be
Yeah.
crazy.
It would be good. All you have to do is put us in there.
Yeah.
Trading cards.
Make me a character.
My
I've always wanted to be in a
Yeah.
game. Make me as a character. That'd do.
That's it. If
Just do
anyone
the
out
voice
there is developing a game and is really hard up for voice actors and character models,
There's no voice
We'll-
acting in the game.
we'll all do it. I mean, I'm not
but
saying
we
that
would.
game. I just mean
Well,
any
Well,
game.
here's
Any
so
game.
you have characters you can hire, and so what I'm saying is they add the My Xbox and Me crew, and then we work for no money in the game.
Yeah.
Just
If we were
like a
actual
punk.
big streamers, that would be fucking awesome. Having Crush walk in the store stinking.
You gotta spray me
Just go
down.
spray. Yeah.
Just follow me around I have a timer where I start thinking again, like, oh man, there he
No,
goes
he's at it again.
I mean, when the Resi D&D show comes out, I think, I'm going to be really, really busy with voice acting work. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna lose you. We're
Yeah.
gonna lose you.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Hey, Rex,
no
what you
more
got to
openings.
plug, man?
My Xbox and Me YouTube page. Go follow, subscribe, leave comments down there on the Discord page as well. Dope community on the Discord. Conversations happening all the time. Follow us on Twitter. Is there anything else? Podcast reviews. I haven't checked the podcast reviews in
I
forever.
checked. We
I'm
got
gonna get
nothing.
on, and there's gonna be no podcast review, and I'm gonna be disappointed. So I want you guys to go do is find your nan or your grandfather or some old person. You don't even have to know them. Kick them down a flight of stairs, take their phone, and leave a review.
Facts. Big facts. Big facts. Did have someone walk up to me at the con, being like, "Oh my god, I love my Xbox and Me."
really?
Really?
Crazy.
Oh.
It was crazy.
Was it Matt?
No.
Okay.
No, I was
Like,
like,
random, it was a young lady, a proper random, like, she's like, Fixer. I was like, hi. Like, when you're like, oh God, am I meant to know who you are, sort of thing. It's like, I love the podcast. I saw you on IGN and started listening to my Xbox and Me. I'm like, oh God,
Hey.
it's real. It's real. There's people that actually listen.
gosh.
Oh God.
not these episodes. No,
way.
these
Oh, they clicked
episodes
off
are
a while
so
ago.
far from unlocked.
They-
She's
they-
gone. She's long
They
gone.
clipped off a while ago. They're waiting for the professionalism, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
soon as you called this the bullshit episode, they were like, "Oh, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out.
No reviews, by the way.
No,
Yeah,
didn't think so.
No one likes us. Matt, what you got to plug? You've been away for 10 years.
Yeah, I'll do a little real plug if you don't mind. The golden joysticks are on their way. If you like the Game Awards but wish it was voted for by you, then the golden joysticks is for you. We've got 11 million votes in so far. Absolute fucking madness. Which might make you think your vote will make a dent, which is probably true. But if you did want to vote, then you go to gamesradar.com and vote for Game of the Year, whatever you want to vote for.
Matt, I just want to point out, Matt sounds like he's like pitching someone voting for the American political system
Well,
right now.
I was gonna say, also go vote if you're in America.
Yeah.
Go fucking vote, idiots. Go vote in America for your general election. That's important, and you should do that.
I don't care. Do what you want. If you don't want to vote, don't vote. All right, I don't give two shares. I want to keep it a bug, Hey, do what you want. It's your vote. Do what you want with it. Simple. What am I going to plug? Nothing.
What's up?
Enjoy the podcast. Till next time. Love you. Leave you. See you later. Goodbye.